All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Divine Summoners. So, this one today is inspired by Sargon of Akkad. I know, right? Well, I was like, interesting, because some people are out to try and cancel Boy George. Like, really. So, apparently, because he's doesn't care about your damn pronouns, he's transphobic. We'll say transphobic. Um, I mean, honestly, people. So, this one here is in January 9th. This one was written. But I found one that is written quite recently. But when Twitter asked him, what does it take to show others respect by using their preferred pronouns? George responds, thanks for that, but I have my eyes and can mostly describe what I see. Get him, honey. Of course, being bisexual doesn't mean you can't be transphobic, as Boy George proved when he doubled down on his anti-trans views. Look, just because some people don't give a shit on your pronouns, don't make them transphobic, darling. Oh yeah, because eyelashes erase your transphobia over past one person. Oh, Lord Jesus. And when you tell a trans person to leave their pronouns at the door, tells me you don't get it. Oh. And throwing a pair of lashes is supposed to make you instantly become pro-trans. Well, some people like to wear lashes. So, yeah, that's that one, the old one. Let's get in on to the new one. May 4th. Trans people are being murdered every week, but disgraced singer Boy George still thinks people want to be offended over gender issues. Let's be real. Twitter, yes. And that's why, as Ariel had pointed out, people don't really like the gays right now. And I think this is probably one of the reasons why. Well, this and the non binary. These kids today. The convicted criminal boy. Convicted criminal? What? Oh, Lord Jesus, help them. More popularly known as Boy George has said that people wanted to be offended over transgender issues. So, George, who maintained some popularity in the post Me Too era, a full decade after he was jailed for falsely imprisoning a male escort, spoke about his views on trans issues after facing a backlash in January for declaring pronouns a modern form of attention seeking. He's got a point. It is. Why do you think I haven't put mine in my damn profile on Twitter? No, thank you. In an interview in the Sunday Times Culture magazine, the former Culture Club singer said, I even feel uncomfortable trying to explain what I meant. Wouldn't doubt it. Cause, if you're talking to an interviewer with some form of media, they'll probably take it out of context. George O'Dodd said he is happy to call people fake names. He added, when I was growing up, nobody used the term transgender because it was almost like a medical term. So the transgender thing is new, and our generation is just getting our heads around it. But people want to be offended because they think that whatever is going on for them is much more important than anything else. But I'll call you whatever you want. I spent years calling people fake names. Boy George, Susie Sue, John Rotten, of course, is not the same as your sexuality. He added, let's not forget that everyone's trying to create a moment now, and yeah, also a movement. Everyone's a producer, so there's pressure to be more interesting. And if you're not interesting enough, what have you got wrong with you? So, in the interview, the singer also volunteered. I met my first friend who was a transsexual when I was 15. She used to really rib me. She used to pull her hoo-ha. No, that's the other one. Mr. Happiness out. She was absolutely gross. According to Stonewall, more than 4 in 5 trans young people have experienced name calling or abuse. 3 in 5 have experienced threats and intimidation, and more than a third have experienced physical assault. Moreover, more than 1 in 4 trans young people have attempted to commit suicide, whereas 9 in 10 have thought about it. But if we listen to Boy George, they probably think whatever's going on in them is just more important than anything else. Anti-trans campaigns are thrilled with Boy George. O'Dowd has previously earned support from anti-transgender campaign group LGB Alliance. After his pronoun comments in January, the group said, as lesbian, gays, and bisexuals, we applaud Boy George for saying that what many people think and views say at the LGB Alliance, we don't have pronouns. All humans have pronouns because that's how kind of English language works. Oh, great. We're splitting off already. Well, I mean, they keep adding more and more letters to the acronym, so it's no wonder you're going to have splinter groups. So, yeah, the trans thing has gone a little bit to the extreme. Is there still things to be worked on? Yes, of course. However, with the way some people are going about it, it's just the wrong way. I mean, let's be honest, when you're considering Boy George transphobic, girl, get off your damn high horse. He ain't. Look at all he's done. He's put being, I guess if you want to call it gender fluid, as y'all say, back when it wasn't even like a thing. But you know what? As Sargon said, people didn't really care. It was part of his shtick, And guess who? He's not the only one. Dead or alive, he spin me around like a record. He also liked to dress up too. So the only difference is, with Dead or Alive, he actually got some surgeries and, he makes Sharon Osbourne look like she's natural. But Boy George is not transphobic, people. Just because he doesn't care about your pronouns does not make him transphobic. It doesn't make anybody transphobic. What makes you transphobic is having an actual hatred for a trans person. More people are more fishy than others if you're male to female, and some people do look more butch than others if you're female to male. It's just how things go. If you can pass, people don't really care. But when you look like some of the people that's in the video games nowadays, yeah, it doesn't quite work. Because people are like, no. But no, he's not transphobic. Get off your high horse. Leave him alone. He is an icon for a reason, and I am sure he is not the only one. And you can't cancel people just because they don't want to use their pronouns all the damn time. As I call the gender fluid, the I want to be offended and use it to gain clout people. So y'all need to get over yourselves, alright? Y'all all have a good one, and may Leviathan and Asura guide you. Bye!